started. Just a quick recap. We last left the group in the city of Ryuth. At the start of the last session, the entire party encountered Malleus after being cast out of the blade Durion. They were left stranded in the desert. Malleus was currently attacking a group of individuals who possessed the blade, which Michelle has been searching for so long now. At the end of the encounter, they decided to travel together through the desert to the city of Ryuth, where they've just arrived and have taken their place in a strange older woman's home. Seems General Brewer, a skeletal member of the other party, has some business to attend to here in the capital. Where we last left off, you were all exiting this building, I believe. Yes. So let's pick it up where we were. As you can see, we have quite a few less players from the last session. Of course, we had a couple of guest appearances. Yeah, let's just start right there. So, naturally, you are terrified of the druid and probably glad that he's getting out of there, right, Michelle?
Yeah. He can fuck right off with that demon stuff.
Jace and Dave, the druid and barbarian from the last session, have chosen to find their own place to rest and will be reporting back to the group of you to let you know where they're staying, somewhere closer to the capital. And I think that's where we kind of ended the session.
Sirris and Jan were going out to do something.
Yes. I think you said you were going to look for a weapon?
A sword.
Yeah, a new weapon.
As you're running out the door, I kind of want to say something to Sirris. So let me know when we get.
I believe that's now.
Is that now?
Spells known.
Yes.
For first.
Hey, Sirris.
Yes.
Maybe we should tell Lolliet that we just killed Malleus. Rosalind.
I kind of try to.
Probably should.
I tried to go like.
I know we voted to not kill him, and then he chased us down, so we killed him. Which, yeah, high five.
High five.
And so that's a good. I'm less of a dick, right?
Yeah, well,
Yes, I mean, I don't think you meant to, but whatever.
I mean,
like you were tracking him down like I was, but
I don't really mean to do anything I do, so I'm gonna call it a win. But maybe we should let Lolliet know, because like I've got a stone that talks to her, but she's just chilling right here. So
I'm giving Rosalind the death glare.
I just assumed you were.
well, we'll talk to him after I get back. I want to get the sword out before we lay down.
I go back to jamming.
Okay. What is it that you're searching for? Just a smithy, or?
Yeah. A smithy will work just fine.
Okay. Why don't you? Well, start over. As you exit the door, even in the shade, the desert heat does not spare you. Very, very hot. You hear a loud hustle and bustle over the city. Though the sun is setting, it's still quite busy. It's about midday. Actually, almost sunset at this point. And you see many people passing in the streets. It's not quite like any of the other towns you've been to. It seems this place must rely heavily on trade, given that it's literally in the middle of the desert. So there's lots and lots of carts passing by, drawn carts full of spools of twine and cloth, and people running about the streets carrying their tribute towards the capital. As you head down the alleyway, you can see, for the second time now, a troop of guards marching the streets. wearing banners, red banners that depict a white elephant. They bear spears, and while they're covered in cloth garments, you can hear that they are armored underneath. There's a clamor by. You make it out into the open street
Zach,
and
Zach.
find.
You're
Yes.
chattering really bad while you're trying to talk. I don't know if that's where your microphone is placed, but it's rough.
Is it going in and out?
Yeah. Your mic isn't, but the chattering is. Can't hear a word. Oh.
I don't know. It almost sounds like chips or something.
Yeah, it almost sounds like chips, for real.
Check, check.
Here, you're fine.
Check.
Whatever you were just messing with was 100% it.
Oh, I guess this headset has a microphone. I didn't know. Okay. Can you hear me clearly now?
Yes.
Just keep that thing
Good.
stable.
Nice. All right. So, you can tell that while the guards are wearing robes, they're clearly armored. You can hear the armor rustling underneath, the stamps of metal on the sanded roads. As you open into the open street, you find yourself completely lost in a city that must have been built ages ago. It looks like chaos. There's no real order to how this town was constructed. So if you're trying to find a smithy, I would like you to give me a check. Perception will do.
Perception. Let's see here. Perception. I've got 5. So 13.
13.
Yeah.
Zan, you're with him, correct?
Yep.
Take advantage on that roll since she would be helping you.
Okay. So 24.
Okay. You are able to find a smithy. No problem. Up ahead in the distance, you can see you don't understand the language on the sign. You remember just a couple of days ago, a certain chattering skull referred to this language as chicken scratch. But you can tell that it is a smithy. You can hear the ringing of steel in the distance. Smoke billows out from the building from around the corners. Open concept. When you actually get around the corner, you can see it's just open to a little yard where people are smithing.
Okay. Do they have any racks of weapons and armor up for sale, or is that all inside?
Inside. Looks like out here there's just master and apprentice training, forging.
Okay. I'll walk up and open the door and usher Xan in.
I'm following with him. I have like this really bored look.
Okay. As you open the door, you are greeted by the glare of an Avanosha. His feathers are dark. It looks like he's missing an eye and possibly a couple of fingers on one hand. He kind of just looks over and nods and looks back down at the desk where he's sitting. He's not paying much attention to you. He just raises a hand and says, "Tell me what you want." Waves you towards the weapon racks.
Looking for a sword.
Anything special or just a sword? Need a little more to go by.
Something large. Price isn't really an option at this point. Or price isn't. What's the word I'm looking for? I seriously, Sean had a brain fart.
Cost doesn't matter, something like that.
Yes, essentially
Okay.
what I'm going
Okay. It says, mostly quick blades here. Ever since I moved to this city, all the students want to learn how to forge curved blades. Ugh. Where are you from?
Phil.
Okay, great sword. That work for you?
Greatsword would be preferable. Something large, straight, preferably.
He picks up a mug from the table and carries it with him as he walks over and kind of runs a hand along a weapon rack. He draws forth a large, gleaming greatsword.
What does it
Nothing
look
too
like?
special about it,
Okay,
but
just like
it'll do the job.
okay. How much?
$50 gold.
Ugh.
Fair market price.
Do you have something better?
What do you mean better?
Something with enchantments of sorts?
We don't deal in that kind of stuff here. And for the record, I wouldn't mention it as long as you're here. Ryuf is not a place that takes kindly to magic. Granted, my ancestors would have made something much finer, but this is what I can sell you.
Okay. Do you have anything of a higher grade?
Something mastercrafted?
Possibly.
Cost you another 100 gold pieces.
Cost isn't a problem, like I said.
Money up front. Tribute's coming up. We have to make all the money we can get. Thieves are all over the city. Sure, you understand. You look like a knight of some kind.
I would at least like to see the blade. It's not like I'm going to run off into the city carrying a greatsword.
Fair enough. He raises a hand and tells you to hold, and he opens a door to the right side of the room and goes in the back. You can hear him descending stairs as you stand there for a moment. Outside, Zan, you catch a glimpse of a dwarf who's staring intently through the window at the two of you.
I kind of shoulder Sirris and go, and I point over at the dwarf without making any, like, too much of a commotion, I guess.
It's 100 degrees outside, and you can see that he's still fogging up the window with his breath.
And I'm gonna start putting my hood on.
It looks like he's like really struggling to look in, but he doesn't know that you guys can see him clearly.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to the door and poke my head out. Hey!
You catch him not 4 feet away from the doorway, staring in. What?
The hell are you doing?
What? Who are you?
No. That's not how this works. Who are you?
No, who are you? You can see now. You can see now that he has tattoos all across his scalp, which is shaved, and it looks like he has a really bad burn mark all the way up one arm. He's wearing ratty-looking clothes. Nothing really stands out. He looks like he might be a beggar or something like that.
Okay.
I'd start walking towards him and just kind of poke my head out from behind. Glaring.
Mind your own business, elf.
Kinda is our business, you staring at us and all.
I'm looking for the bladesmith.
Well, he has business with me. After we're finished,
Shop's supposed to be closed already.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem. Maybe you shouldn't look so bad.
He starts to walk towards you, Sirris, and kind of just
What do you mean?
creeps underneath your arm and gets inside the shop.
Okay. What's a bladesmith look like?
Bird fella, one eye.
Okay.
I have a very important appointment.
Aw, that's cute. He thinks he has an appointment. If the shop's closed by now, wouldn't it still be, ready for you?
You're not supposed to be here right now.
But the door was open.
At this point, the Avanosha ascends the stairs. You see his eyebrows raise when the dwarf is standing before him, and he goes, "Oh, you are not supposed to be here until sundown. Please go, I have business." And the dwarf begins to speak up to protest, and he quickly shoves him out the door and closes it.
What was that all about?
Don't worry. He's not right in the head. He's just, don't worry about it. So, great sword, right? Right this way. He lays a great sword down on the table. It's rather large and rugged looking. It seems as if it's been owned before it's come into his possession. The hilt is wrapped in leather bands, a darkened leather from you don't know what. Scarred, and it has a cat's head hilt, if you've ever heard that phrase used.
Yeah,
Cat's head pommel. Yeah.
I knew what you meant.
This is what I have in stock.
You want
Charge you a pretty
150
penny,
gold for
but
this?
what's that?
Said you want 150 gold for this?
Battle tested.
Battle
Sharp as
worn
the
is
day it
more
was
like
forged, I can guarantee that.
What makes it 150 gold worth?
It's mastercrafted.
Does it have any like notches in the blade?
You do see a mark from the person who forged it.
Okay, so
If you're
there's
asking if the blade has any bends or divots or anything like that, no.
okay. That's whenever you were describing it. That's what you were making me think. Okay. What's the mark from the craftsman? Just out of curiosity.
I'm not sure. It came into my possession some time ago. I think it came from the south. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with the initials of this craftsman. I know it was mastercrafted just based on how it's held up, the craftsmanship put into it. I'm not aware of who made it.
Alright, fine. I'll take it.
Like
I'll
I
hand
said,
him the
gold
gold.
first.
I hand him the gold. The
He sheathes the blade and hands it to you. He says, "Now listen, I'd be very careful. They don't take kindly to people drawing weapons in this city. That's just a piece of advice for you."
Alright, thank you. And I'll shoulder the blade in the holster. Or not holster, but the sheath. Alright, see you around.
As you head out the door, you can see the dwarf standing out there, or sitting out there, bobbing his leg up and down. The minute you exit the door, he's like, come on, and he goes back in.
Well, hopefully it wasn't his sword.
I'm more curious what they're up to. Zach, did the markings on his scalp look familiar at all?
Traditional tribal tattoos.
Okay.
Probably
see.
just came from some clan where that was customary.
He seemed anxious, and I'm curious.
Well, just watch your back.
Let's step around here. Step around to the side of the building, see if there's any other windows or entrances.
I'm gonna look for if there's a clothing shop around, just close to the.
Okay. To start with you, Sarah, there's not necessarily a shop, but you are like in the center. You're like right at the corner of the street where the whole strip is. There's tons and tons of little booths set up where people are selling various goods. You feel that you could probably find something if you took the time to navigate, but no one shop. As far as an entrance goes, on the back side of the building, in between this and the next building over, there is a staircase that leads to the second floor. There's an entrance on the second.
Okay. I'm not much of a rogue, but I'll go up and out. I'll at least check the door and see if it's locked.
It is locked.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I don't know, man. I'm really fucking curious.
I start heading towards Sirris.
He is up a set of wooden stairs on the second floor of the back side of this building. As you ascend, actually, let me pull up character sheet. Just never mind. I love that. Okay, you ascend and you see Sirris just struggling with the locked door.
Zan, something's going on here. I'd like to know what.
Aww. I've got a crowbar.
Yeah, nobody can pick locks, but a crowbar works, I guess.
Michelle's gonna come back to the two of you being in prison. This is gonna be horrible. You're gonna send the dumb guy to come.
Oh, it's not going to be a prison in Ryuth.
I fear a crowbar would be too loud.
Suddenly, you hear a loud, shrieking voice coming from your bag. Hello? Hello?
My bag?
Sirris.
Oh, fuck me.
Sirris!
I'll reach in and pull out fucking Marna.
No, it's not Marna.
What?
It takes you a moment, but you recognize the voice. It was given to you by a very peculiar gnome who likes to tinker.
Oh, shit.
I start like pulling him away from the door and against a wall.
Well, there's no wall, there's a railing.
Man.
Well, no, on another wall from another building.
Like take him down the stairs?
Yes, because he's too close to goddamn doors.
Okay.
Alright, I'll pull out the stone. What is it?
Haven't heard from you in a long time. You know, we got a guild to run here. You're supposed to be in control of this.
I've been indisposed.
Okay, well, I have a number of people that have been here to see you. This is pretty important. Also, you know, we're having a dispute about where we should get our food from for the people who are going to be staying here. Should we like get military rations from the Grey Guards, or do we go to like a bakery and hope we can get a discount because they know Rosaline? What are we doing?
Yeah, go to a bakery. Go to one of the ones that Rosaline owns.
Get yogurt. You're welcome.
And you said that people were there to see me?
Yeah, we had a couple of people come in. They said they knew that one guy that you knew. Remember the guy who had the gun? Well, anyway, they came in and said they knew him and they knew where he was at, and he had some information to give you, but they haven't been able to get in touch with him in a while because he went dark, and he was looking for a relinquisher like you told him to, and now we can't get any contact information from him, even though he has that coin where he can talk to Thale. We got in touch with Thale, but Thale hasn't heard from him, so we don't really know what's going on there, but we got like 5 new recruits for you.
Okay.
I love how we
alright.
talk.
Okay, so Bill wants to talk to you, but he's missing.
That's the easy way to put it.
And you've got 5 new recruits for us to look at?
That's correct.
All right, what are their names?
What are their names? How is that going to help you?
Fairly quickly. Now, rattle off their names.
I don't have names.
NPC
Okay.
1 through 5.
There you go.
I fired the last one.
How about
Sorry, come again, Sirris?
jobs? Have you made any money?
Well, we've had a couple of jobs from the king. You know, he's always looking for more recruits. Plus, some of the Grey Guards went missing up down to the south. They did some kind of recon group down to the field of reanimation to see if Thade was habitable again. But apparently it's not because they've all gone missing. And now Lyle's really upset. Maybelline and Lyle are still fighting. And I think one of them is about to leave the town. And you guys should really come back because it's going to destabilize this entire corporation that you've been trying to build. The economy of Heathcliff is falling apart. And I don't know what to do here. Also, that other guy that you sent with me is really quiet and he doesn't have any input. Except when he's yelling at me.
Gotta love him.
So it looks like we're the center of all of Heathcliff's economy.
Okay. I'll tell you what.
Tan lotion oil.
Well, actually, it wasn't a stone, was it? It was a spider.
Yeah, it was a mechanical spider. It's his bug. He bugs people.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we will probably be another few days, but we'll get back as soon as we can.
Another few days.
I
If
have
we
a
don't...
lot of questions for right now. Just tell me right now. Is it me or him? Who gets to make the decision?
I do.
Well, that doesn't help when you're not making any decisions.
Well, what is he asking you to do, and what are you asking him to do?
Well, okay, we got the bakery thing sorted. We have 5 new people. We still need to figure out what's going on with Bill. I don't know if we should send more people after him or what. As far as I knew, he headed down south, and that's about it. Also, we keep getting reports from Thale. Last time I heard he was in Elia, but now I guess he's in Vandermeer somewhere?
Okay, wait. Alright, so Bill,
Yes.
you said that he headed down south?
Yes, for whatever reason, he headed off to Phil. I don't know, maybe he had a lead.
You sure about that, Phil?
Positive. That was the last communication we got from him. That he had just arrived in northern Phil and Cantium, and that's about it.
Okay. Alright, I'll talk to Lolly and see if we can arrange something.
Well, at least someone can talk to him because he's been locked up in his chambers ever since you all left. I don't know what's going on.
I do.
Alright. It may take us a few days, but we will be back soon.
I certainly hope so. Do you all have a wizard up there or something that can get you back? Because that would be ideal.
Unfortunately, where we are, magic is not really the greatest.
Well, stay in touch, please. Yeah, please do. Also, for your courtesy, I have kept my bug from moving the entire time you've had it. I'd really like to, you know, move around a little more, but I'm locked up in your bag. Can't do anything in there.
Okay. As long as it doesn't leave my person, I don't mind.
Very good.
It's gonna tickle your gooch while you're sleeping.
Okay,
Okay.
talk to you later, Sirris. Bye.
He is peculiar.
You hear a voice almost as if it's off in the distance. Man, that guy will not stop talking.
Okay. We've got the sword. I'll let this go. We need to make sure that the Warglaive gets back to Heathcliff.
And the bow. The bow does too.
And the bow.
What about Kalanon?
Zan, I'm sorry. I'm not sure what to do about Kalanon. We don't have any leads on where it could be.
I have a question for
Nor
you.
your dragon, really. Know it's somewhere in a country, but that's kind of a wide range.
If I look through my bag, am I missing the immovable rod that I propped the door with?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Probably just fucking dissolved the wall and walked in.
An immovable rod would be a little harder to dissolve, but you know, I just
The wall,
wanted to know
not the
whether or not
rod
I needed
or
to.
the door.
Yeah, I wanted to know whether I needed to remove the equipment.
Please do. Just the one.
I look at Sirris like I'm mad, and I'm like I'm going to look for Kalanon with or without you, and then I'm going to go to Jace and get that dagger from him and burn his body, and then find the rest of them.
Seems reasonable.
Zan, what's gotten into you?
Nothing's gone into me. It's just nothing. Nothing I
I'll grab him
didn't.
by the arm. We've been traveling together long enough. I can tell when something's bothering you.
Nothing I don't need further confirmed.
Well, if you don't want to talk about it, I can't force you to. Let's go back to Michelle.
Michelle, let's jump over to you.
Yeah. Was I doing anything?
I don't believe so, but you
Not
were.
playing that
I was
skin
learning.
flute pretty
I
damn
was
hard.
chilling with my girl, and yeah, and trying to learn a bit from her.
And random old lady.
Yeah, we were playing for the random old lady. So yeah.
Anything you need to discuss with either of them?
I do want to
For sure.
try something.
Okay.
Rosalind plays the fiddle as well.
Yeah.
Just because I want to see if this will work. I'm gonna ritual cast Unseen Sirris. I'm waiting for the no. And I want to use him as a drummer for us. Can I get like buckets or something for him to like slap?
Sure.
Sweet. I mean, I've read through it like 3 times to see if I can actually do this,
And there's nothing
I mean-
this would say I can't. It just
Yeah, exactly. And furthermore, if it's not game breaking, I don't mind.
Yeah.
If he's
So now we
playing
have a-
drums, fine.
I would say drums are fairly simple.
I mean,
mean,
if you're
he's
just looking
like-
for a slap on beat type thing, then
Yeah, like a background drummer kind of thing. Just add another instrument.
should have gave him a tambourine.
I mean, I could do that in the future, but I figured drums were readily available of just hitting inanimate objects that were in.
Okay, your unseen servant is drumming on a pot.
Sweet. So, yeah, we're gonna be playing another jam with a little drum beat that I'm like stomping my foot to while he's. Oh, I'm getting messages from somebody. Oh, we're being watched by a friend of mine. Sweet.
Cool.
So shout out to friend of mine. Yes, I am Michelle. If that wasn't very clear.
Are you just gonna wait for the rest to get there, or?
Unless somebody wanted to talk to me about something in particular. I mean, I was gonna maybe ask about the different skills that a bard could do, and/or sit there and learn for what Rosalind would have to teach me about bard, about how to be a
that's
better bard.
fine. That's perfectly fine. I just didn't know if you had anything in particular you know, aside from that, while you were
What-
there.
What kind of bard is Rosalind, by the way? Rosaline.
You know, I don't know off the top of my head.
Might be a pertinent question.
I mean, it's been a long time since I've played with them.
Of all the things she doesn't have written down.
Dear Lord, oh my God, this is so hard to read. Well, it's
I am so surprised that isn't in like neon pink or purple ink or something.
That's every single spell. I have 2 pages for all of Kalinon's abilities.
Oh,
Uh,
and you lost it, Zan.
I didn't lose it.
Don't
She
make it
took it
worse.
and she lost it.
just a moment. I'll be able to figure it out just by looking at her, comparing her abilities to the thingamajig.
You know why I'm asking it. So does she have a billion skills?
No.
Okay,
Well,
so
she's she's got 1 in everything because she progressed further enough down the tree to get that ability, but she didn't take the what is it? The jack of all trades.
it's the lore is what I was looking at, which would give me 3 additional skills plus 2 with expert. So
Nope.
if she's not a lore bard, that would be. I'm not sure how I'm going to learn how to be a lore bard unless it just makes more sense. Because I'm learning more about different aspects of being a seaman.
Yeah, you're gonna have to find somebody else if you're gonna try to go into the College of Lore.
Ah,
I mean, I thought she was, to be honest. I thought she was, but evidently not, because she definitely would have had all those.
well, then I'm going to ask her where she went to school.
Did she really go College of Valor? There's no way. I'll look into this. Back burner.
Okay, so the subject's been discussed. We can leave it at that. So
Okay.
that later on, when I get to that point,
It doesn't seem like. I mean, she wasn't super combat oriented most of the time. Well, I don't know. I'll look into it. Anyway, let's just fast forward to the point in which Xan and Sirris return. So you all make it back. Well, actually, Xan, weren't you looking for like some kind of a clothing shop?
Yes.
Okay. What are you looking for in particular?
Like a gypsy attire, like the
How about you roll?
the Leah slave girl, like a something like a Leah slave girl outfit.
Oh my God.
whoa,
Okay.
You know, metal chase,
was-
right?
that's
No,
that's
no.
a
More
personality
like-
flip.
Princess Jasmine or something, but
No.
Yeah, that's a personality flip from nowhere.
Well, part of the madness.
okay. Give me a roll. Because I tried to roll for you and you don't want that. So
I don't think I want mine either.
what you got?
Are we doing perception?
Yes.
9?
9. No.
Okay, something
The
like.
streets are too packed. It is just full of people, and you can barely navigate through the stalls.
All right, something like Jasmine.
Okay. You can find some simple clothing that'll keep you from burning to death in the desert heat.
Yeah. No sexy clothes for you.
Technically, Jasmine's clothes are pretty sexy. I mean, it's a crop top.
And the cost will be 30 silver.
That's some cheap shit. Can't you upgrade that a little bit? But I'll go back to playing.
I mean, it's not armor, it's just clothing.
It's keeping me cool.
Huh.
And I'm gonna change
is that
right
all?
in front of everybody.
Jesus
You
Christ.
sure about that?
No, I'm gonna fight.
Don't stop
I
playing.
need to know.
Don't stop playing. I'm gonna go put my daughter to bed. So relay anything that I need to jump over.
Really, though, I do need to know.
No, I'm not getting dressed in the middle of everywhere.
Okay. Anything else you guys need to do around the town before you head back? Recon with the group? Okay. Make your way back towards the town. You bump into the Barbarian, Dave, from before, actually on his way back. Kind of just looks the two of you over and goes, "Oh, yeah. I was going to tell you guys where I'm at now." And he gives you some very poor instructions that basically says, "I'm to the right of the Capitol building. Not east, not west, just to the right of it."
Okay. Facing the entrance to the Capitol building? The side of it? The back?
Facing the big stairs that go to the top.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where-
there's like
where's-
those big stairs and a big archway.
Where's
And it's on the
Scales?
right. What?
Where's Scales?
Jace?
Jace.
He's back there. He's waiting on me to come back.
All right. In future reference, his name is Scales.
Not gonna remember that.
Okay, we'll see you there in the morning.
All right. Hey, Brewer's staying with you guys, right?
I
So I'm
think.
sure he'll be coming to visit me before you all do. He doesn't sleep. Kind of a weird guy. I just,
Nice.
just to be safe, keep an eye out.
He's a walking corpse.
Yeah, we can't get a read on that guy.
Where did you meet him?
It's a long story. We were traveling through a forest, and we happened to see this skeletal monster chasing after a little girl, so, we thought we'd kill it. And, well, it was him, and she wasn't, scared of him. She was just playing, and that's how we ran into him. I don't know. He said he was headed the same direction we were, so we're like, "Hey, we're going that way." And he's like, "I'll keep you safe." And we thought, "Nah, we don't really need to. The little girl will slow us down." And then he kicked our ass, and he's been with us ever since.
It seems that's the only way you guys can make friends is to punch each other.
It's the best way to communicate where I come from.
You and Michelle, it seems.
Must be a lot of concussions where you come from.
I think I come from somewhere a little different than that frou-frou guy you had with you before.
He comes from the sea, so yeah, I guess so.
I don't think anybody's ever been where I came from. I haven't met anybody that's been up there.
Of where?
Apanochica?
Yep. Nope. Doesn't ring any bells.
It's somewhere north of here, I think. I don't know. It's a long story.
Here. You know anything about any dragons nesting up that way?
Further north than that.
How much further?
Well, I've looked at a lot of maps and it's not there. Anyway, now that you guys know, I should probably get back. We have a big day tomorrow. Brewer said it's going to be nasty, so get ready. Well, if you're in, of course.
Sure.
See you tomorrow.
Don't die.
Before then,
Haven't died yet. He just throws you a wave and walks off.
I think him and Michelle will get along better than they think they do. Will.
I mean, they're both barbarians. What else can be said?
Now, let's get back to that old woman's house. I need to contact Lolly.
I need a bath. And some sleep.
Do we all look gross?
Yeah, pretty fucking gross.
Okay.
I mean, you're the only one who might be kind of clean because you use prestidigitation to do things.
Well, I can do that on other people too if they look gross. So I probably, if they look gross.
Keep that in mind because, yeah, you're all covered in sweat and blood and sand, and you're all
none of the
looking a
guards
little
said
worse
anything
for
to
wear.
us.
What's that?
Said another guard's like, maybe we shouldn't let these people into the city.
You just look like bums. Except you look like a bum who robbed a suit of armor. No, you're not even wearing it. So, yeah, you all look like bums.
He's wearing a breastplate.
I'm not gonna even wear my new outfit until I get.
Yeah, but aren't you all wearing, like, robes over it? I know you all went shopping for...
I didn't remember. Nobody gave me mine.
Yep,
No,
I do remember.
No, you never gave it to me. You said you had it.
No,
You just
did
never
get
gave it.
Yeah, but she never got it.
My robes are magical.
So,
Oops.
oops, yeah. You managed to make it back to the group. It takes some time, a little bit of navigating to get your way back to that certain alleyway, but Hassan catches your sight, and you have some memories. You can make your way back. So you enter the door and you hear a chorus of music, two fiddles playing and drum beats.
Drums. Right. Is the old lady in here playing the bongo?
No,
I turned to the old lady and was like,
they seem to be playing themselves. You just hear the music coming from something.
I turned to the older lady and I'm like, sorry to rude and ask, do you have a bath anywhere?
She looks up from her knitting, says, upstairs, but you'll have to take a barrel up. It's empty right now.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nope.
wait. Yeah, you guys look disgusting. I stopped playing drum beat stops because I have to really concentrate to keep giving him an.
Okay.
That's no problem. I have a barrel in my bag, but
Oh no. And I do the hand movements for prestidigitation.
I'm just going to take the dirt off of them.
Yeah, I'm going to clean them because they're all fucking disgusting. And then I look at Rosaline. Did she already do it to herself? Because she does.
She's always clean. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Sorry, guys. Like, just remind me to do that. It's.
I kind of like do this. Okay, he just did that. I'm still gonna go upstairs.
I mean,
I mean, if you want a bath for like just
Yes.
a little bit of wine and
Unless you want-
hot water, that's
Unless you want me to kill your girlfriend, I think the best thing for me to do is go upstairs.
y'all two's beef is just wrong.
I go upstairs and I empty a barrel and I start getting myself clean.
Okay. Okay.
I'm trying to prove that I'm fine.
You're not doing a great job.
I don't know that.
That serious, that was weird.
Yeah,
What?
there's something definitely wrong with her.
Yeah. Yeah, she's been I'm the reckless one, and she's the one making just rash, weird decisions. Although she did shoot me in the ass, so maybe it's.
No, we've been traveling together long enough. There's something's off.
I can hit her in the head.
I don't think that would help.
Helps a lot of people.
You hear a clamor, clanking of steel going up the stairs. You're sure it's Brewer, the suit of armor, smashing against bones with each and every step. He makes
From
to
below?
the top. Yes, from below.
Okay, so he's coming up.
Yes. He makes it to the top and just kind of stares over the group of you. Have the others taken off?
They're staying at an inn close to the capital.
Oh, I was curious what they were taking off.
Why, you fancy yourself a druid now?
I'm straight up just glaring at you.
So, tomorrow, I have a plan. The group of you want to get your hands on their weapons, right?
Yeah, duh.
Yes.
Of course. That's why you're here. I don't care one way or the other. They were an end to a means for me. What's important to me is this little girl, Peyton. She is the rightful heir to this city. That's why I've been traveling so far for so
Oh
long.
shit, you're staging a coup.
That's correct.
My nose starts bleeding.
There's two ways we can go about this, and I'm not sure which is the best. Either espionage or try to rally the people in the city enough to make a distraction and, go in weapons at the ready. See what happens. I have very little to lose, but you meatbags, you can fall apart and you won't go back together.
She's a meatbag too, though, right?
She won't be coming until it's all over.
Wouldn't it be really hard to rally the people without?
I think
It's
our
difficult
best
to
bet-
explain. Let me put it this way. The Sultan doesn't want anyone to know she's here, and so they don't. They don't even know she has a claim to the throne. That puts me in a very difficult situation. I have to prove her claim to the throne and get rid of him at the same motion. If I just bring her forth and say, oh, this is the new princess, we're all going to die.
Okay. Well, none of us are very good at espionage. So I think our best bet would be to make a distraction in the city and then go for the capital.
Wait. What's espionage?
Sneaky stuff. You don't seem the type.
I can be sneaky.
I'm
not wearing
You've been in
armor
this-
where it can clatter and make a lot of noise. Like
You've
some
been in
people.
the city for 2 hours and you've already put on a concert. No one knew this building existed before you came here.
People know it exists now. Sorry, ma'am. I don't mean to be rude to you. I'm speaking to the old lady.
She kind of squints her eyes and says, I made you a hat.
A hat.
Yes.
Is it fancy?
It looks like a yarmulke.
I'm gonna wear it.
She wasn't quite done, but if it fits.
If it's not quite done, I'm definitely gonna wear it. I put my other hat back in my bag.
Point is, there's a very important goal here. This is going to be life-changing, not just for the people in this city, but all the villages and little towns around it. You've no doubt heard about the tributes. You've seen it all over. People are dying and being sold into slavery for no good reason. Now, maybe some sultan hundreds of years ago got a prophecy, and maybe the tribute was useful once. But now there's more slaves in this city than free men, and I think that's a problem.
So, go to where the slaves are held.
That's what I was thinking. Only problem is, well, many of them work for the city, but some are kept by wealthy families. And those that are kept by families tend to be treated a little better. They may not want to revolt.
Are there mines?
Not here. Now,
I
this
would- I
land
would-
isn't known
I
for
mean-
its minerals.
Is there like a really nasty part of town with hard labor? Because I would assume that slaves that are in hard labor might be looking to, be strong enough for one to fight back, and for two, those might be the ones we'd really be able to rally.
Not a bad idea. Yes, many of them are used to, clean up after the city, take care of crops. They're put into creating things that go out, just producing blankets and the like for other countries to buy so that the city keeps on rolling. Can't say any hard work, though it's been a long time since I've been here.
Yeah, it might be really long because you look a little.
Yeah, and so did your buddy you were using as a codpiece, but you still treat him with respect. Where's mine?
Hey, I am treating you with respect. You're still a person. You're talking, and you're in front of me. You happen to be dead, so it doesn't mean you're not a person.
To be fair, I don't treat him with very much respect.
You don't. He was talking to me. And I keep talking to you about that. We got to work on that.
At this point, I'm walking
So-
down clean with my hair braided and a French braid in that new outfit.
He
What's
looks
a
up for a
French?
moment and then
Well,
back.
Well, she's not
So
really
here's the
ready for
point.
combat, but
Dave is not the strategic type. I thought maybe the group of you would have a better plan.
Well, we can. I overheard. We can go in without armor clinking and by the back door. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but I can pass without a trace.
who's back door?
The Sultan's back door.
I'm
Yeah, I
down.
was coming.
Or am I up?
So I can pass.
Sultan
Any-
Wardvik al-Jakad is not like the others before him. Forgot I have to keep this earpiece in. Gosh, stupid microphone. Sultan Wardvik al-Jakad is not like the others before him. He's harsh, speaks his mind, stern. Previous sultans may have had some sense of compassion, but he was never meant to be on the throne. His brother was, and he was groomed to be the next sultan. When his brother died, the responsibility was thrust on him, and he leads this country the same way he led the military. If there were a resistance, he wouldn't try to break it up by peaceful means, is what I'm getting at.
Oh, no, I understand, but if he doesn't hear us coming, then I think we should be good.
Everybody hears me coming.
That's because you open your mouth.
Yeah.
Well, then again, if someone is captured, we have another risk. See, if we have the whole city up in arms and looking towards the capital, they'll see when things go down. If we run in the shadows and we get caught, we're dead without anyone knowing we were ever here.
So we can do both, cause a distraction and then sneak in.
Split the party.
But only one of us would have to cause the distraction.
We could send Dave and the evil thing to try to assassinate it.
I believe Dave would be best at causing a distraction. He does
I
it well.
have to agree with the dead man.
Unfortunately, he does have the weapons. So if they have the weapons and they're caught, then we have no access to the weapons if we lose.
I don't think they'll be caught. At least, from what I've seen happen, I doubt it. But we're in a city now. There's a lot of weapons pointed.
This
So
Sultan-
you think splitting would be best?
Rosaline, what's your opinion?
She's like, I don't know. I mean, it's true. There's a lot of people in this city. A lot of guards. They patrol every couple of minutes. I see them running by. Maybe we could get some reinforcements. You know, Heathcliff has portals and stuff. Maybe we could get some mages in here and really have some firepower.
Well, then we would have to talk to Lolly, which we're probably going to have to talk to anyways.
We
Well,
could-
I mean, I'm just saying, if no one here uses magic, magic would probably be really nice.
I could also, while everybody's asleep, do some patrols.
Well, what about working a oh god, uh, mm, mm. trade ships? Is there no good trade path between here and Heathcliff? Like, cause she's about ready to become the ruler of this place if everything goes.
I mean, Ryuf has trade going out to everywhere. The only problem is it would have to go through somewhere else. It's landlocked. So,
Well, unless Lolliet set up some sort of mage portal transfer for trade.
what did he say? Stable portals are too costly and take a very powerful wizard. And I don't know. It's hard, apparently.
He's a very powerful wizard.
Well, he is, but I guess making a portal that just stays open and not, without someone keeping it there is pretty hard.
What a whiner.
I'm just telling you the 4 things I remember from council meetings before I started running around the city.
Well, if we bring Lolliot into this, he's going to want a hand in the way that this country is ruled.
You're probably right.
Well, he doesn't really like ruling his own kingdom. Why do you think he wants to rule this? The only thing he's interested in is trading. And the wand that's in his hand.
I can't see that he won't want something to do with trading or the way things are ruled, but I can say he's always been an advocate of democracy.
Oh, the man is after power. That's plain to
Well,
see.
I mean, yeah, for the sake of saving the world, though, I'd say it's important.
Well, let's just say the path that he treads is a very precarious one.
Well, this way we can just get back to Heathcliff faster if we need to.
What's precarious?
The word's too big for him.
I'm going to write down a list of words and give them to you with definitions.
Calendar
You
of
think
the
I can
day.
read? I can't read.
Rosalind can read them for you. I think she won't get things lost then either.
Okay, fine. We'll contact Lolliot. We'll see what we can figure out. Actually, Brewer. Brewer.
Brewer?
Would you like to speak with him as well?
Lolliot. I don't recognize that name.
Well, you are in his mother's house.
That's not his mom. She quickly smacks him on the side of the head and says, "You shush!"
Yeah, what she said.
"I'll talk to him if you want," says the older woman.
I figured. I didn't think that
I was hoping
Brewer
that sass
talking.
was coming from Brewer.
"I'll talk to him if you want. It's been some time. Probably about time that I speak to him."
Okay, we'll contact him. I'll pull out the stone that he gave us and try and get a hold of him.
Are you just saying like hello? I mean,
Oh, well, I don't know. Did we not have a code word set up?
no.
Fine. Lawyer,
What
are
up,
you there?
fam?
Yeah, boy.
Are we talking to talking to Lolly now?
Okay. You say hello, something that sort.
Yeah.
You hear the voice a little hushed compared to usual coming over the stone. Yes, hello. What's the matter?
Elliot, we may have a co-beneficial proposition for you.
Ah,
Are you
and what
saying
would
this
that
in
be?
the room with all of us?
Yeah, and we're
Tell him
all-
about Malleus.
We'll get to that.
What about Malleus?
I might lead with that, but
He's dead. Well, as dead as an undead can be.
He's
really
dead.
dead.
He's dead. He's dead.
Oh
Dead-
yeah,
deader.
Deader.
Certain.
and we enjoyed it.
You are certain of this fact. I thought he was dead before, to some degree.
Well,
We saw him turn to ash, and Durion is no.
Durion is gone.
Can
Do
we
you
all
have it?
hear the responses?
Yes.
Yeah, it
Do you have it?
shattered.
Do you have it?
Yes, we have it.
Kinda.
Good. Good. As long
No-
as you have the stone, that's all that matters.
now I think you should tear yourself away from your wand and say hi to your mom.
I am not his mom. Ugh.
Big sister.
Big sister. Okay.
Jesus, you heathen.
What?
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 What? I don't know which one of them I'm saying what back at.
It's Lolliot.
Oh,
What is going on?
we're at your big sister's place. In Roluth? What he said.
We're at the city at the middle of the sands.
Rolf.
Rolf. From the city of Rolf.
Son of the shepherd.
Son of a shepherd, yes. Celia? She says, yes, I'm here. It's been a while. You haven't come to visit in ages, and I hear you got old. What's going on? I'd rather not speak of this right
If
now.
she hits me with a yardstick because you're not within hitting reach, this is your fault, and I'm not going to be upset.
Fine. That's fair. Give me a moment. And then it goes silent.
Ooh, is he going to hit me with the yardstick?
I think he's coming here.
Ooh, that would be nice.
That'd be
While
awkward.
everyone stares at the stone, you hear a voice from behind you. Yeah, I'm here. And Lolliot is on the other side of the room.
No popping
No
noise?
popping
or
And
noise,
nothing?
I'm
Not
going
just
to-
Just like
No.
I'm
He's
going
just
to
there.
try to kick him from, like, a horse kicks from behind it.
You kick him, the foot passes through.
Ah. objection.
Well, that wasn't very nice of you.
Oh, there's a lot of things
But,
not nice about you.
For all intents and purposes, I'm here. You see him pull back a chair and sit in it.
He's got mage hand too.
A little more than that, but sits down. Celia, it's been a while. I'm old now. Me too, she says from across the table. So you've all met my big sister. She taught me everything I know.
Really?
Wonder we're both still alive. So you've killed Malleus. And the stone?
I've got it in my bag.
Good. Obviously, I won't be able to take it back with me because I'm sitting in my room right now. But very interesting. What happened?
Apparently we were trapped in Durion for, how long was it? A week or so? 2 weeks? I don't remember.
I look at Roseline.
About 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, we were trapped inside Durion, and we figured out how to get out of it. We got out and killed Malleus. That's really all there is to it.
You don't just kill Malleus. There isn't, that's all there is to it. And this isn't over. Just
The
have a
man
feeling.
turned to ash.
I mean, he turned to ash and the blade shattered. That's a big thing.
Yes, it is. I just,
If he
no,
still
it doesn't
lives,
seem real. I mean,
if
all
he
this
still
time
lives,
I knew
we'll
he was,
handle him again.
I knew he was gone, but I always thought there was a chance, you know, that maybe he would come back. And now,
He's as real as the horrors that we all saw in his blade.
Horrors. Sounded like horrors.
You are
I mean,
horrors.
my ears
Blade of
perked up
horrors.
at it.
I sound like horrors.
There was a lot. I mean, there could have been a lot of horrors in there. And
Apparently
you know, we
weren't
killed
right
the we killed the half hero. Yeah, he was old, like older than you old. He said something about the worm destroyed the world, and then he found solace in the Durian. I don't know. It was
Seems like pertinent information, but I don't know what to do with it. So here's
I mean,
my
he died.
question. My question to the group of you. Why do you call me? You didn't lead with Malleus. There must be something.
Well, is Peyton there with us? Or is it just Brewer?
She's there.
Lolliot? Meet Peyton and Brewer. Peyton, the rightful heir to this country, and Brewer, her guardian.
What about the Sultan?
The Sultan was...
Power hungry?
Well, apparently the Sultan doesn't want his niece on the throne.
You know, I always wondered when his brother passed away if there wasn't more to it. A lot of people in the town thought that maybe his brother had him killed. Isn't that right, Alyssa? You told me that. She kind of just nods. Celia, my bad. Well, nevertheless, what is it that you want from me?
We would like assistance in staging a coup.
You are asking the upstart king, the The man with no claim to declare war on a country that stood for thousands of years? That's great PR for me.
Would you like some clay?
You don't have to declare war. All you have to do is send over, I don't know, a handful of skilled mages. Nothing identifying them, nothing linking to you. You know what? Send over my people as well. And
Your people are not many in number.
No,
though
but
I
it's more
guess
than what we
even with
have
a group
now.
of you, yeah.
I count as more than one,
I have seen
and I
the way
flex.
that a few key individuals can influence the nature of the world at large. I can understand what you're trying to do here. And I know the nation of Elune has been in turmoil for a long time. I can't say that I have any right to intervene, but
these people are suffering.
you think I don't know that?
How
I was
about
raised there.
how about you ask Peyton if she would like some help?
It's not necessary. Really. Fully when I was a kid. Funny how you meet these people later in life. Well, okay. I'll make
Ro-
some arrangements.
Roseline had a good idea too. She's, this place isn't very happy with. I tried talking to a camel, and they flipped out. Like they do not like magic here. So maybe a few key strong mages might really help turn the tide if something goes bad.
It's not a bad idea. I
Illusionist.
suppose we've seen exactly what Malleus could do during our adventures, and she kind of just nods slowly.
I kind of
Yes.
nod too, because
One wizard can
Illusionist.
make a world of change, for sure. I'll send some people that way, but I must inform you that I am not 100% on board with this plan. It's not the way that I would go about it.
Well, as long as we succeed, there shouldn't be any problems.
Very well.
Let's hope we don't die.
Before we go anywhere, I want to ask one person one thing.
Okay.
What was the little girl's name again?
Peyton.
Peyton. So you're supposed to be the new ruler of this place. How do you feel about all this?
I don't know. I don't know. By the way, she's quite young.
Is this what you want?
I mean, I guess I'm supposed to make things better for people, right?
Do you want to make things better, or what? I mean, how old is she? You said she was like.
She's like 12.
That's not as young as I was thinking. I would assume this is medieval-ish society type build.
Yeah.
I grab her.
That's ruler enough.
I grab her hands and I look at her and get to her level and go, do you want to help us stop bad people from hurting other good people?
She says, I know I had parents in this city, and they're not around anymore. So, maybe it's best that I get to be with whoever's left, right?
A whole lot of responsibility, if this goes really right, is gonna land on your shoulder, and you're gonna have to steer this ship.
Brewer, do you
She
have any
doesn't really
contacts in
understand the
city?
gravity of the situation. She's willing to do what she's supposed to, but she doesn't really know what that means.
Brewer, are you gonna be around after this is done?
To be honest with you, I don't know. As far as I can tell, this is the whole reason that I'm still alive. I have this bad feeling that as soon as it goes down, I'm going to fall apart.
I have that bad feeling now too. I don't know if I like that. Her not having a guide, or she's really young for this. You said his brother was, big word, guided in how to be a ruler, and she's had. That's a lot of weight on somebody really young.
Oh, bro.
Well, I suppose Acilia's already groomed one king. Maybe she could groom the next.
Queen.
Well, bro, look at it this way. You spent all of your unlife getting this girl to this point. It would be a shame if you got her here and then left her. I don't think
I
your
know
choice
that.
is good.
I just don't know. Don't know why else I'm here. Don't know what's keeping me here.
To
I
protect
don't
her
know.
through life.
I don't know how long it's going to last. It's not about me. At least I don't think so. It's about her.
Sometimes when you fulfill a duty, you just have to leave.
I mean, I'm down to kill some people, but like, I don't want to
Lolly
just
said it.
leave a whole nation on a 12-year-old shoulders, and then we're like, "Okay, bye." And
Lolliot said it himself. I was a real piece of shit while I was alive. Can't say that much has changed. I'm still just running from place to place killing people, but at least now I'm doing it for some reason. Maybe I will hold up, and if that's the case, of course I'll be here. But I don't know. I didn't know if I would get this far. Luckily, we ran into some people who helped us along the way.
yeah, I don't know if Dave is the best role model either.
Oh, he certainly won't stay, and neither will the other.
I don't care about the other.
Lolliot speaks now. I could, of course, help guide, but as I mentioned, I don't think it's my duty to meddle in the affairs of a foreign nation. What kind of country would have such beliefs that they could overcome the values of a whole other civilization?
Well, your big sister's been here for a while.
I mean, I came from here. Truly, these are my people in some way. I was an orphan. I was left here, but I was raised here by her. But that still doesn't mean I have a right to say how things should be run.
I'm not wondering if you can. I'm wondering about her. Helping this little girl on her.
Celia, I mean, we were thieves. We were kids. It's settled down a lot, but
Yeah,
I think
there's
you could
honor
do
amongst
that.
thieves.
Well, I mean, you're a king now. She must have done something right.
He was a little different than me. We were both charlatans. That's the word we like to use. I ran card games and gambled people away with sly tricks, and Lolliot was different. He forged documents, made everyone think he was a duke when he was a nobody. That's how you got where you're at now. We think very differently. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe something good rubbed off on you growing up. I'd be willing to do it for what little time I have left.
It's better than nobody. Your moral compass definitely still points mostly north.
Well, I'm too old to get into the stuff I used to.
There we
Kind of
go.
smiles.
What are politicians besides conmen?
Well, then I guess it all comes down to tomorrow. We'll see what happens and pick up the pieces.
Thanks. I just had a little Orphan Annie playing in my head. Dick.
Lolly immediately turns his head quickly, almost in an off-putting way. He stares straight through you, Michelle. He says, "Did you find the sword?"
Dave has it.
Still has it.
Yep.
Is he with us?
What do you mean?
I assume you wouldn't let him get away with the sword unless you had a guarantee.
He seems to be. But if it should come to it, we will take the weapons by force.
Yeah, there's
Don't
two.
necessarily want anything bad to happen, but without these tools, it's the end of it for all of us.
Oh, I
Any
wouldn't worry.
means necessary for the preservation of life.
Oh, I wouldn't worry. Nothing bad would happen to him, right, Rosalind? And I glare at her.
What does that mean?
Oh,
Kellenon is
Speak,
missing.
someone.
I have to go put my daughter back in bed. Who's about to be getting a
Calanon is
spanking.
missing. Where is Calanon?
Well, if we knew where it was, it wouldn't be missing.
And since I don't have any weapons or any tools to the disciples, I can't see where it is. We do have one missing party member too.
I think Tyr was just kind of going with the flow.
I'm talking about Priscilla.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of forgot about her.
I'm going to look into this matter. Excuse me.
Well, if you go to...
Disappears. You
Great.
could tell he was very upset.
I give one final, like, death glare at her and I start walking downstairs again.
What's her problem? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right? What the fuck?
I
you
feel
sure?
that I did what was necessary. Okay?
Are you
went
sure I
after-
can't hit her?
Yeah, don't do that.
I mean, I think in
that'll
this
just make
country
things
you're
worse.
allowed to hit women, right?
You can't hit women in all countries?
Not in Heathcliff.
I hit you.
know,
I told you to hit me.
But I still hit you.
Okay, doesn't matter. Point is, tomorrow's going to be a big day. I'm going to try to get in touch with Lolly again later. I'm sure I know what he's doing right now, and he's going to be occupied for a couple of hours. So, goodness.
Having some adventures of the Mage Hand. Can't say I haven't tried.
ew.
Gotta wait. It's got a weight restriction. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Okay, if we're all done for the night, I'm going to go bond to my new sword. And
That's an interesting way to say the same thing I just said.
yeah, but if yours was new, I would be concerned.
That's not what he
It
meant.
can be new. Just depends on who's wielding it.
So it's a masterwork sword, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
What grade is it?
It's a +1 weapon.
Okay.
Yep. It's definitely a +1. Maybe a +2. Michelle's, not mine. Jerk.
Okie dokie.
All right, so let's continue the fucking game. Actually, we're going to go ahead and take our 5-minute break right now. Since everyone's going to rest before the following battle, I've been planning on taking a break for a minute. Hello and welcome back to Roll Initiative. We last left the group planning for a coup the following morning. You got some insight from Lolliot and maybe got some wisdom from Heathcliff to help you overthrow the government of Ryuth. So that's where we're going to start out. The following morning, everyone gets a full rest, get all your spells back and your health and what have you, and we'll start that morning.
I am back in my armor. Either way.
It's about 6, 7 in the morning. Just sunrise. When
Yeah.
Brewer is going around making everyone awake. And what I mean by making you awake is just rattling you until you can't sleep.
Well, I'm already awake. I'm probably somewhere.
I know.
Is he touching me to wake me up?
Yes.
I take a swing.
Okay. He just lets it hit him. Doesn't make any difference to him. He's still shaking you.
I mean, I wake up, but I wake up swinging. This is the point I'm getting to.
Okay. He's letting it happen, but he gets you up, just shaking the crap out of you. Same goes for you, Sirris. If you had a breastplate on when you were sleeping, I don't know if you did, but he'd be grabbing it and shaking you by your wrist.
I stop him from waking up Rosaline, and I'm like, I'll wake her up. Just go take care of the others.
Okay. I'll wake up. I am going to don my armor for the first time in almost a month.
Oh wait, I'm the one who's carrying your armor and I'm nowhere close to you.
Wakey, wakey. Life's at stakey.
Well, I'm going to go grab you and then grab the armor from you.
That's rude. I
Rosaline,
let you do it anyways.
it's time to wake up.
No.
Believe me, it's happier than the giant bone dude waking. You
That
really
sounds
don't.
nice.
You really don't want him to come and wake you. He's kind of a dick.
Fine. She gets up and, like, one eye still closed, starts grabbing her stuff. Okay, everyone's here. I've already went and woken the others. Dave wasn't happy. Oh well. Everyone's ready. Were you able to get a hold of Lolly? And Rosaline's like, yeah, he's doing the thing.
Yeah, but where is he doing the thing?
I don't know, in the square, I guess.
There's our distraction.
Yeah, I guess we better
Destruction?
Guess we better be ready to move whenever we screams.
Well, I'm pretty sure Dave will be causing a ruckus before anyone else comes in.
Well, you guys better hurry up and eat.
Eat? Oh, yeah. You
Ye-
all.
Yeah, just
They
grab
they
some
do it.
to go.
I'm gonna sit down
Okay.
and eat. I don't know about all them, but I'm gonna sit down and, especially if like the old lady has made food. I'm gonna assume she hasn't though, because
She has.
it's probably early. Oh, sweet. I'm sitting down.
I don't know. She is, like, prepared. She's wearing leather armor.
Oh, you're ready to roll.
Doesn't fit like it used to, but
I think you
yeah,
should
might
stay.
as well be armored.
I think you should stay here with the kid.
I think I'm going to. But at the same time, when things like this go down, you never know where you need to be.
You got a knife?
Do
Or
I have a
sword.
knife? Excuse me, but I have been a master of using the blade before you were born.
Well, before they were born.
I gotta ask if a girl's prepared.
I'm prepared. Like I said, I used to be a bit of a swindler, so I'm used to protecting myself.
Does the little girl know how to use a knife?
Brewer takes a step forward. She will not be going anywhere.
If
She'll be
she's
heavily guarded, and there's no way that anyone's going to be getting near her. Trust me on that.
I've seen people get near people that shouldn't have been.
Gotten near.
I've seen
She
captains killed.
can't
It's
use
not.
a knife.
Okay.
Well, we should
Give
have
her a
Give her
a,
a hammer.
we should at least have Tyr stay with her just in case.
Good plan. Paladin's supposed to be defender of the weak and innocent, all that nonsense, right? You took an oath. Sounds good.
He's also a war.
Poor guy.
Hey, there we
You're
have we
on
have
Babysitting duty.
we have a place where he can be.
Sounds good, little pet dragon, and I pat him on the head.
He purrs.
Okay.
That's
He's gonna love
that-
that when he gets back.
I
Okay.
gotta find more of your kind. That's an interesting noise.
I think it's time we leave.
Hello? You guys forgetting me? Marna's yelling at you.
What?
If only we were so lucky.
What? You don't have any hands. What are you gonna do?
I don't
And you're
know,
like-
but I'm stuck to you.
You're like 9 million years old. You have no friends here.
That's rude.
Excuse me.
Do you have friends here?
Maybe. If they're elves. Maybe. No.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. I mean, maybe you can, keep an eye out on, watching my.
I might be an elf, but I'm not a million
Si-
years old either.
I'm not a million years old either. I spent most of my time in Ryu.
As a
Well,
head?
not Ryu, Falloon, the whole place.
Before the world fell, kind of deal.
Before he was locked up
Yeah.
in a chest.
Not the point. I'm stuck to you. Am I gonna die again?
Can you die again?
I don't know.
Brewer, can he die again? You're another
Uh,
skull thing.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Well, we'll see. I'm not using you as a shield. I'm also not using you as a loincloth, so there's a plus.
So I'm wondering, if there's no magical, if people aren't allowed to use magic, do you think that the Sultan is using magic to protect his palace?
No. He's not. The Sultan was a military tactician. Really good with weapons, but doesn't understand magic and he doesn't want to. It's pretty easy to believe that there won't be many casters involved here.
Well, no, I was thinking about a shield.
I don't know.
We can go.
All right, chop chop. Let's get a move on. I told Dave to allot us a certain amount of time, and that time is over.
All right. I'll open the door.
Let's go make some friends.
We need
Yes,
to
that's
talk
one way to
about
put
how
it.
you make friends.
How else do you make friends?
By not
Yeah.
killing them, typically.
By not losing our
I don't
weapons.
kill everybody. I hit Brewer this morning. He's still standing.
Yeah, but he was
Okay.
already dead.
Let's get into this. Brewer is marching down the street, the group of you behind. Even now, you can see troops of guards patrolling all throughout the street.
Oh, I did
You hear-
don my plate too, so.
Here, much, much louder than it was yesterday. You can hear cheering, a roaring crowd off in the distance. Many, many colorful outfits are down at the end of the street, and the street you're on is nearly barren, aside from the few guards making their way up and down. As you approach the crowd, the noise gets louder. The people are very close together. There's a heat, not just from the desert sun, but from the midst of the many people. It looks like there's some kind of a parade going on.
Huh.
As you try to get closer, again following after Brewer, you can see that the tribute ceremony has begun. There are carts full of gold and jewels, wines, incense, harvest, just many, many carts and floats, I guess you would call it, displaying all of the wealth that certain noble families and each town has given towards the capital. There is a line of guards all the way down a grand street as the carts fill in. People standing on top, waving, wearing fine clothing. You see some signs denoting a couple of different towns that tributes have come from. And the larger the float, the more the people cheer. Brewer says, the tribute's begun. This is what we were counting on. Just wait. As soon as the Al-Jakad family float gets here, that's when we're making our move. Take some time.
Who are they?
It's the Sultan's family. They give the most.
They pay tribute? I thought everybody was paying tribute to them.
Tribute goes to the city, not just the family. Of course, they get all of their money from the city, but it's a good show.
I wonder, is the Sultan single?
What?
What?
Yes.
I go hide in an alleyway and I use disguise self as a very rich looking young human of the area.
Okay.
And then I stand by the guys.
Who the fuck are you?
Just
There it is.
just act like my bodyguards.
What? Who the fuck are you?
And I start walking to the edge of the crowd, like where I can be seen.
I'm gonna grab you by the back of your collar and turn you the fuck around and be like, who the fuck
Michelle, it's me, Xan.
the fuck are you doing?
You'll see.
Just-
Let go.
No, not we'll see. What the fuck are you doing?
Attractive, high power male. Attractive, high power female.
I don't think that if this guy's been single for as long as he has been, I don't think he cares about not in the way that you're trying to seduce.
Well, he's about 50.
Oh, huh.
Could use a new concubine.
Oh, true. Okay. So the group of you are waiting just behind the guards, I guess, based on what you said. Like I said, there's a line of guards across the street, keeping the crowd back so they can't like assault the floats and things of that nature. Some time passes and you finally see the cart from the Al-Jakad family. It is off in the distance, but you know it's theirs because it is the largest. And by far it has the loudest applaud from the audience.
I'm going to lean over closer to Michelle and Marna. Marna, you said
Okay.
you spent a lot of time here?
Yeah, that was some time ago.
Well, do you know any way inside the palace?
Oh, of course. I've been in the palace plenty of time.
Do you know any way inside the palace off the beaten trail?
Well, there's a servant's entrance, but of course it was under lock and key back then.
Are you
Maybe if
sure? Same palace.
San, I think I have a use for
I'm
your...
rolling my eyes. I know you can't see it, but I am.
You have a what?
I have a use for your crowbar.
Let's see if this will work first, and then we can use the crowbar.
Okay,
I'm
you
a
guys
crowbar.
are towards the front. So to paint the picture for you, there's a long street, the end a grand stairway leading up to the palace, an arc over the stairway, and buildings lining either side of this street. As it begins to approach you, getting closer and closer to the stairs, let me review one thing. Marna says, "Hey, Michelle, does that look familiar?" You
Does
see
what look familiar?
there in the road, that serpent.
Does it?
It's
It's the druid.
the druid.
Oh, good. He's gonna get run over by a float.
I saw. Hey,
You see him slithering up the side of the cart. And as soon as he reaches the center of the cart, in an instant, a burst of flame as he transforms into the vestitude of fire that you saw before. Flames spew out in all directions, covering the float and sending the guards into a panic. People in the street begin to trample to try to get by and get away, but he continues spreading fire in a line out from his palms in each direction.
Told you he was evil.
let's go. Come on, that's our cue.
Br-
You running?
br- Are we attacking people? Like, what do we do?
No, we're getting.
We didn't
to the
discuss
palace.
it.
They
Oh, we're
made the
going-
distraction.
Oh, we're going to the. Oh, okay. Oh,
By the way, I feel like it's important to mention this. The Sultan's not on the float. His family is, and they're on fire.
that's fine.
There's a distraction.
He wasn't married. He didn't have kids.
No, but he had other relatives who have ruled the city for generations.
Well, they've ruled it into the ground. Fuck.
All right, what are we doing, guys?
Chest thump. Peace, bitches.
We're running towards the palace.
Yeah.
Okay. As you begin to head towards the palace, you run for quite some time trying to push through the people in the street. I want everyone to give me a athletics or acrobatics check. I'd like to decide if you're shoving through people or making your way through people.
I'm gonna lead the way with Brewer, and just like do the fucking flying V.
Okay. Still want an athletics check.
You said athletics.
Brewers. Yes, athletics for what you're trying to do.
I'm going to be trying to jump over people. So acrobatics, right?
Yes.
23.
Yeah, I got 14 plus 8, so I got 22.
Brewer got a total of 19. So I think that was the lowest score, 19.
Yep.
So everybody is shoveling through. I mean, people are flying left and right. Probably some peasants getting parts broken as you're shoving through the crowd. But you're making it through with no problem. Now, as you get closer to the palace, you begin to hear a different noise in the distance. Some loud, explosive sounds from behind you.
Mages?
I'm not farting.
Lily, it's holding up.
Sounds like backups here. We better move fast.
Do what?
Shoveling through the crowd.
Can I use a perception to see if I see my horses?
Your horses are on the other side of town. So, no. Now, it doesn't take long for you guys to reach the side of the palace. Marna's giving you instructions the best he can. Basically, just take a right here. No, left. More to the left. Okay, follow this wall. And doors up ahead. You see a barricaded, heavy wooden door.
Do you think a crowbar is actually going to be worth this?
You've got better luck just knocking the thing down with your halberd.
Yeah, I think he's right.
I drop my head and plow into.
Oof. Okay, give me a roll.
What am I rolling? Strength?
Just straight strength.
I'd have to rage to have advantage on it. Totally not doing. 17 plus 8.
Okay. You deal 5 damage to the door and your head.
Oh my god.
I
Step back. I'm going to blast the door
It
with
does
firebolt.
not break. Okay,
Blast-
firebolt.
Yeah, blast it with firebolt until it burns to ash.
Just keep on blasting. Okay. I mean, it's a cantrip. I'd say it takes a couple of shots, but
Well,
you
while
managed to
he's
get the
doing
thing
that,
down.
I'm gonna like hit it with the great. If that speeds it up.
No, no chance at stealth at all. Just fireballs and sword slams and foreheads into the door.
and then I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace.
I would not do that. Well, we are clearly not being stealthy. Sounds like it's a
It
waste
hides it hides sound.
Oh, good point.
of time.
Okay. So, the group of you are now in the slaves' quarters, basically. You are underneath the palace, way down in the catacombs. Again, there's a large staircase that leads up to the upper levels. You're underneath. Marna seems to know his way around pretty well, actually. Says, "Okay, up here, you're gonna take a right, and you need to be quiet here because there's some guard posts on the left. So watch out. I don't know if they're out on the streets, but guards." What do you guys think?
Does Zan still look like the noblewoman?
Yep.
Yes, she does.
Okay, well, we'll just act normal.
After busting through a door.
Nobody heard us.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, so you just mosey on through.
Yep.
A guard immediately bolts up and runs over and is like, "What are you doing?"
What do you do?
Protecting Our Lady.
I need to use the powder room.
Give me a check for deception.
$16.
And the group of you are escorting her.
Yes, I heard.
Of course I need to use the powder room.
Ignore him. He's got a brain concussion. But
Okay.
I heard there.
Go ahead.
I heard there was going to be some kind of mutiny.
Oh God.
What?
Did you just say mutant?
All right. I just rolled a 17 plus 5 for intimidation. I take off the helmet. I look at the guard square in the face. We are protecting Our Lady. Move.
He kind of has this bewildered look in his eye. And he's like, "Yes, sir."
Be glad he's the one who removed the helm. The other one you don't want to.
All right.
He's just letting you
and
go by.
I'll just shoulder
As-
past the guard as we go.
As you do so, you get a glimpse in the barracks where you can see another dozen guards sitting around playing cards and just wasting time.
Crop dusting all of it. God, I hope
Okay.
she made eggs for this morning.
Around the bend is a staircase that leads up to the next level. Again, Marna's trying to guide you the best he can. The layout's changed a little bit, so He leads you into a library, then out of it, and then back around to an armory. But it seems like he kind of knows where to go. Says, so we're trying to get to the top, right? What are we going to do when we're up there?
Brewer has no idea where we're going.
Brewer has an idea of how to get around town, but he's never been to the palace.
If we're still in the armory, I'm gonna check to see if they have a really nice bow.
They have a number of those.
I'm gonna look for their best one.
Okay. You do find some bows that are pretty standard issue for the military. They seem well crafted.
I want better.
Zan, we're on a schedule here. We need to move.
Yeah,
Fine.
chop, chop.
I-
This is
I-
better.
Powder.
I grab one and hind it.
Okay. Short bow, by the way. Put that out there. You make your way up and around to the next set of stairs, which actually comes out in a large chamber. He says, this is it. We're at the top. I remember this one. Okay, so the throne room, you go straight through this door, take a right, you go through the next little bit, and there's a courtyard, and then you take a right there, and that should get you to the throne room. Everybody got that? Good.
We need to hurry up because this only lasts for so long.
You begin to hear lots of noises in the distance. You're walking through the next room, and you can see guards running out towards the city with no regard of the fact that you're even there. They're going to defend the city because something is going on.
Bye, girls.
Okay, here's our chance.
You take a bend, go into a courtyard, and enter into the chamber of the Sultan. It's large and very lavishly decorated with red imported carpets all over the floor. You can see various bizarre animal trophies along the walls and a large overstuffed chair at the end where the Sultan sits with a number of guards and town members around him. You can pretty clearly make out who the Sultan is by his garb. He's wearing lots and lots of golden jewelry with a red tabard that denotes the town. Again, the red tabard with the white elephant. He has a large scar along the side of his face that looks like he grabbed somewhere in combat and wears a wispy gray beard. Sees you coming from some distance, stands to his feet and just stares down at the group of you.
How many guards are there in the room?
From what you can see from now, about 6.
Okay. And the townspeople?
They look to be council members or elders, something like that.
He looks like he could hurt him, man.
I didn't come all this way to kill a pushover. Clear my throat. Look at all the council people. And hold on, I'm gonna roll intimidation for this too. Take off the helmet, drop it on the ground next to me. 12 plus 5, so 17.
17.
Yeah. If you don't wish to die, leave now.
Brewer follows suit. He walks up beside you and tears his helmet off. But he doesn't say anything as poetic as that. He just screeches at them. And he got a 22.
I'm gonna follow Brewer and just do this blood-curdling roar.
The elders immediately begin to fall over their feet trying to get out of the room. Sultan kind of gives a jerk when the two of you scream, but he remains unmoved.
Okay. If no one else has anything they want to do, I'm going to try and blast the Sultan with a firebolt.
Maybe we should tell him to just advocate the throne for the young one.
I mean, from the way everyone talked, he wasn't going to give it the throne. This
You
seems
gotta-
like the most expedient method.
Hey, old dude, you're gonna give up the throne?
And if I did, who would take my place? One of you?
Why would I want it?
Your niece.
Niece. I have no such relative.
Apparently, your brother had a daughter.
Hmm.
Congratulations, it's a girl.
So, if I give up the throne, an untrained child would rule a kingdom, and you find that the best solution?
Seems like you're ruling one like that, so yeah.
I have made no changes to the law. I have followed the rules of my predecessors. The only thing that I
maybe-
have done is expanded our borders. So
Maybe
what
that's
makes
what's
me
wrong.
a villain?
You seeing how many dead cities are out there? How many slaves you got running around?
Do you know the state of the slaves before they entered into the capital? People
Do I
toiling in
care?
the sand, dying for a drop of water, and here, they're given what they need. In
And
what
yet you could
ways-
have water out there for them. Instead, you bring it all in here.
There is no water. It is here. In what way is what we do here unjust? We give a home to those who have none, and goods which they could not afford.
You cripple the communities you take people from.
So this is about commerce.
It's about destroying cities for your own wealth and gain.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I've got no stake in this. I care not for these petty politics. I made a promise. I'm going to fulfill it.
Yep, put her on the throne, or yeah.
But I fear you misunderstand me.
I misunderstand a lot of people. That's possible.
I am not a bad person in this scenario. It is you who have began an act of terrorism in the streets of my city.
I think that was the point.
Okay. Yeah, we're getting nowhere. So 15 plus 7. Shit. Hold on, brain fart.
22?
22, yeah.
What are you doing?
Fireball.
Okay. Your fireball hits. Roll for damage.
You are breaking up like a motherfucker.
Me?
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Is that better? Worse?
I'm not
Kinda
sure.
worse.
How about now?
America,
I don't know.
we need you to talk more before I can yell at you again.
Okay. So I rolled a 9 and a 5, so 14 damage.
14. Firebolt sings true. A bright blaze soars across the room, pierces the chest of the Sultan, conflagrating his clothing and sending it up in a blaze. He struggles to put himself out. It takes a moment, but finally the ashes fall to the floor and he draws his weapon. Looks pretty badly burned. He says, the group of you come to end our way of life, but I will not cry mercy. I expect the same from you.
You might hear cries
Waves
from
his
me.
guards towards you. So, everyone roll initiative.
I got 10.
What?
You're breaking up pretty bad again.
Okay.
Roll initiative.
I got a 10.
Yeah. I'll wait.
10.
I rolled an 8.
8 plus.
Is it an 8 total, or is
8
that
total,
what you
sorry.
rolled?
What?
8
8
total.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, you
Michelle?
rolled worse than I did.
I'm a 23.
Roslan, 16 total. Brewer, oof. Oh crap, I forgot he has stupid dexterity. How did I build this character?
Like a brick shit house.
Okay, well he got a 9 total, but okay, anyway.
I like how his name is Sultan Al-Jacked.
Al-Jakad.
Yeah, Al-Jacked.
Okay. Al-Jacked is gonna mess y'all up.
Oh,
Well, he got good on initiative.
he can beat me up all day.
He's 50.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna beat them cheeks.
Yeah.
Michelle, you're first.
You said the guards are coming up.
Yes, guards are up front. Give me a moment. I think I don't have a battle map for the throne room. I mean, I can pull something up.
We can verbally do
Neither
this.
am
I
I.
just want.
Well, if
Yes,
that's the
guards
case,
are blocking your path there.
I am going to rush to the first one that I can get. I am going to do a blood curdling roar as I do so, and go into a with
Cool.
my bonus action as Barbarian does. And I am going to do a regular with my. I'm gonna do it with my grace.
Okay, roll to hit.
Wait, what? Stupid. 19 plus 9.
Miss.
8.
What?
Okay.
What?
If a 28 misses, you're
yeah,
in trouble.
That's why I was like, what?
Are we facing a
On
dragon
regular
here?
guard. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out. No, fuck this noise. I'm gonna just do my second attack with it and then roll damage.
Okay.
15 plus 9.
Hit.
Alright, so it's 2d6 plus 6. So, well, no. What? Why does it say plus 6?
because it's a
Strength
+1
plus
sword.
proficiency. No,
It's your strength plus your
Oh,
+1.
strength plus
one.
1, then plus 2 because I'm raging. So it's
Yeah.
plus whatever I
There
roll
it is.
plus
Okay.
whatever I roll plus 12 plus 4. Crazy shit.
Tell me some numbers.
I gotta count them on my hand first. Hang on.
Been there, done that.
31.
Okay, 31 damage. Why not? All right.
I think
You
I
let out
miscounted.
a blood-curdling
but
scream and draw the blade from around your head downwards, slicing the first man clean in half.
as his blood showers me, I roar again.
Sultan,
Hey, I just want to put this out there. I rolled a middle of the road number, a 15. That doesn't
15's
happen.
not middle of the road. I mean,
It's middle of the road for me. I either roll like fucking below 5 or 19. So I'm gonna call that in the middle of the road. Plus
call
9
it
is
what you
stupid.
will, but
I love my black and gold die. It centers around 15. Like it'll go a little bit above, a little bit below.
So
I
what you're
think
saying
there-
is it's weighted.
Yeah, I'm thinking there's a bubble in it somewhere.
You know you can check your die. You just put them in like a cup of water or something.
yeah, I've heard that.
I think it has to be a salt water solution, actually.
I mean, yeah, it is saltwater solution. You gotta increase the buoyancy and
That sounds like a lot of work.
Okay.
if you want to play with a loaded die.
Hey, I
The
bought it.
Sultan draws his blade. You can see it's adorned with gold and gems around the hilt, and has a curved look to it. He raises it straight upwards and begins to mumble something to himself. As he brings the blade down, a large spectral figure appears in front of him.
Does it look familiar to me?
No. Based on your background, no. It hovers in the air just above the stairs, blocking you and him. It seems pretty indistinct and nondescript, aside from a gleaming sword and shield, which is embezzled with the face of a gleaming sun. And it's his round. Rosalon. Ooh, critical from Rosalon.
With a spell?
No. She's going in with her sword.
Whoa.
She draws a rapier. She had one long before Kalanon was around. She draws a rapier and begins to slice and dice at one of the guards, nimbly moving around his blade, dealing a total of 20 damage, piercing in and out of his armor. He still stands, but he's bloodied. Sirris, your turn.
Okay, I will. I'll move up next to Michelle and attack the one. I'm guessing Rosaline attacked the one that was one of the ones in front of Michelle. Michelle.
Yes, I would assume they were right beside each other.
Okay. Well, I'll move up to them and attack that guard. And let's see here.
The one that she already attacked or a new one?
The one that she already attacked. 8 plus does an 18
47.
hit?
Does a what hit?
18.
Yes.
Okay.
Just.
10,
What?
Nothing.
17 damage.
7. Okay.
10 plus
Was
7.
that just a melee attack?
Yep, that was the halberd.
Dear Lord.
Plus 2 halberd. I
With the
rolled
two of
max
them
damage.
swinging in unison, the halberd chopping down the places that the rapier couldn't quite pierce. The knight is overwhelmed and succumbs to the blows, falling to the ground, full of his own blood. His weapon clambers against the stone floor.
Alright.
Brewer's turn. Oh,
I'm
you
gonna-
have 2 attacks.
I actually
Go on,
I
buddy.
get 2 more attacks. Roll.
Don't you even.
Yeah, I would say as he actually surges.
No, I'm not action surging. Great weapon master. I killed somebody, so I get a bonus attack.
That's
So,
right.
21 and then 20 to attack. So that is another 10, so 14. 14. So it'd be. God damn it! Hold on. Give me a second. 28 damage. I don't know why that was so hard for me to come up with.
Dear Lord.
I was rubbing off on you, and not in the good way.
Once again, with a couple heavy swings of your sword, you shatter through the defenses of the guard, who is wholly unprepared for a group of monsters like you, and manage to slay him in an instant. He falls to the ground. Brewer, still without a helmet, screaming wildly, begins to charge towards the group. He draws his weapon and sprints, bringing his sword down upon one. Give me a moment, I need to do some math here.
Apparently, we're all struggling with math tonight.
The numbers are too big. I need smaller numbers. They're easier to count on my finger.
Shield in one hand, sword in the other, he runs and pierces through the chest of one of them, shoving him back a good distance with his blade before drawing it out and slashing him 2 more times. He's just utterly overwhelmed and collapses to the ground. Brewer now standing at the stairs that ascend Al Jakad. Zan, it's your turn.
Monsters.
So I'm tracking this. There's 2 left alive at this point.
Yeah.
How far away is the Sultan away from us?
From where you're at now, he's at the top of the stairs. He's about 15 feet, but the Guardian and 2 more guards are in between him and you.
Oh no, I didn't ask about the guards.
I'm just telling you.
Spike growth. I'm gonna cast spike growth around him.
Oh,
Yeah.
now nobody can get in there.
Yeah, that fucks with us too.
God damn it.
Actually, never mind.
You would remember that from our last fight.
Yeah, but I didn't care, okay?
I mean,
I'm
do you
just
care
saying.
now?
Do you want
Into pain.
Do you want me to not care?
It's your.
I'm just saying, it's your character. You play her however you want.
I'm going to draw my longbow, and then I'm gonna hit him twice with it, or try to. And I still have got a 3rd attack from from ambush. But I'm gonna save that one.
Okay.
19 plus 4 is 23. This is
Okay.
towards the Sultan. 6. The second one's a 6.
For hit, that's not going to hit.
Alright, but I still got... Wait, that was plus 9
Were you rolling damage or were you rolling to hit?
to hit.
Okay.
Actually,
Even
the
with the plus 9, that is not going to be a hit.
okay, well that's fine.
I thought you said that you rolled a. Was it
The
a
first
19
one
plus?
does.
The first
Yes.
one does.
The
Okay.
second one was 6 plus 9, so 15.
So 11.
I was confused in there. I thought she was rolling damage and then rolling another attack, which is why I was like,
Okay, so now are you rolling for damage?
Yes. 11. And then I'm going to use frostbite.
Can you attack and cast a spell?
It's a cantrip, and I have a 3rd.
Is it a bonus action?
Would be an action.
It is Dread Ambusher.
Is
First
that where the
turn,
third one comes from?
yes.
Don't quote me,
Yep.
but I think that's just for
At the start of your
attacks.
first turn of each combat, your walking speed increases 10 feet, which lasts until the end of the turn. If you take the attack action on that turn, you can make one additional weapon attack apart. Okay, so I'm gonna use my bow again.
Weapon attack. There it is. Okay.
Yeah, because spells, unless you have something
20,
that's
not natural.
That's a
spells
hit.
should take your whole action.
It takes an extra additional 1d8 damage. $12 damage.
Well. And the previous was
11, I
11?
think. Yeah.
So that's like 64 damage, right?
No.
Okay.
That's why you needed the powder room. You're the powder puff head.
Guards' turns. The two that are left.
If they step into my range, let me know.
One of them doesn't like the odds. He turns and runs.
Bitch.
Can I use that as an attack of opportunity since I'm using my bow?
Only if he runs past you.
Yeah, technically he's not running out of your hit box. He was already away from you. He's just getting the fuck out. The other one, though, is going to make an attack. Let me see who he hits. I'm just rolling to see who he goes for. Sirris.
It figures he'd go for me, the one person I can't get an attack of
I
opportunity
rolled a die for that, okay?
I know, I'm just fucking with you.
Daddy just likes being hit.
Oh, wait a minute. You're within 5 feet of Brewer. He gets disadvantage on his attack roll.
Oh, fucking sweet.
Which is
Brewer.
really good because the next roll was a nat 20. Oh, God. Okay. A swing and a miss. God. Yeah, Brewer's got all kinds of defensive nonsense. Michelle,
two tank
back to you.
party?
Oh, he's full plate with a shield. Yeah, he's tank galore. He has all kinds of maneuvers to impose disadvantage on people and stuff like that.
It's fucking awesome.
Well, you said there's a guardian.
There is.
What's
An
it look like?
angelic spectral guardian. It looks like a nondescript fixture of light, but there is
Ooh,
a
I wanna
sword and shield.
I ain't never been beaten by an angel. Let's do this. And I'm gonna fucking bull rush the angel thing.
Okay. As soon as you move within a certain distance of it, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Is this something that would trigger my danger sense?
Yes.
So I roll with advantage.
Yep.
Okay. I just have to ask because I don't know if I'm at disadvantage or anything going.
No, I'd already planned on. I figured.
19, 20.
Okay. 23. You take 10 damage.
Raging.
Yeah,
You
you
have
take
that.
10 damage.
Okay.
Oh,
So that would have been a nasty hit.
that would have been a nasty fucking hit. Was that a
Yes.
success?
That was with a success.
Jesus, that would have been a really
You
nasty
succeed,
hit.
you take. If you succeed, you take half damage, and you take half of that.
And that was 10.
Hey, Michelle. Take him to the other side of the room.
He hits hard.
Roll to hit, buddy.
Daddy. I'm gonna roll to hit. Reckless. First.
Why not?
17 plus 9.
Yeah, that's gonna.
So yeah, 26. And then my next attack is not.
I think you can
It's
reckless on all your attacks, can't you?
Just my first of the turn.
Is it?
Yeah, first attack of the turn.
Oh,
My next
okay.
one's an 8 plus 9, so 17.
My bad. I was thinking of
17.
the savage attacker feat.
Still a hit.
Whoa. All right, I'm gonna roll it all together then. $31.
31 damage. 2 heavy swings to the giant radiant beast. It gives you no indication that it's taken any kind of damage.
Oh.
But you can feel the magic that holds it together faltering as your blade passes through.
And I say can't touch this and go into dodge as
Get
a bonus
out.
action.
Yeah, okay. Sultan.
It hits hard. Can't blame me.
Yeah, I can't.
It's like a
By
fucking
the
truck.
by the way, at this point, my disguise is
Goddamn.
failed.
You're what?
At this point, my disguise is no more.
Okay. Roll to see who he's going for. So that's going to be Zan. He descends the stairs, his sword drawn, walking towards you. It's like he's in no rush at all to catch up to where you're at.
Well, if he gets down to me, I get that attack of opportunity.
You are near Michelle and Rosaline.
I was up front where the guards were.
I was ahead of them going for the big guard.
In that case, I guess Michelle's the one in the way. He takes 2 swings at you, Michelle. The first one misses.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Or is
first
that-
one.
well,
misses.
it is a straight roll because my first attack was reckless. So
Either way, he still
the
missed
yeah.
with his modifier.
Okay, I don't know
Yeah.
if you rolled at disadvantage or not. Like that's why I was letting you know it's a straight roll because I did the dodge as a bonus.
Well, I figured a 5 was going to miss either way. So,
Yep.
okay.
It could have been a really strong 5.
Could have been a really strong 5. I don't fucking
Well,
know. This
even
other
with
thing
his
it's like
modifiers, Michelle's armor class is ridiculous. Like,
it's 19.
even with this guy's modifiers, Michelle's AC is high. The second hit, however, does land. As his blade swings in midair, you can see white hot flames wreathed around it. He deals 15 damage, which of course is halved, so 7. He swings the blade across your chest. You feel the heat from the blade almost cauterizing the wound.
I roar in pain and ecstasy.
He screams out as he is cutting away at you. I will not let my kingdom fall to heathens.
Hit me harder, Daddy. I'm almost there.
I think Michelle's trying to pitch a tent.
Oh, I'm already pitching the 10.
Man, this is
I'm not gonna lie. I'm fucking hurting.
you should have more health than me.
Oh, I might still have more health than you, but that fucking
Rosaline takes her turn, mutters an incantation, and raises her hand, causing the last remaining guard to just fall over asleep.
The one that was
She's
trying to
in
run
those
away.
Crazy tricks.
I go, I'm glad I can't be put to sleep.
Sirris, it's your turn.
Uh-huh.
The Sultan is now right in front of the Guardian.
Huh. So at about what distance away from the Guardian did Michelle get hit by that aura or whatever it was?
About 10 feet.
That
That was an aura, not its attack.
No, that was a giant glowing sword that spiraled through the air and attacked you.
oh,
Yeah. I thought that was its weapon.
okay.
Again, the weapon, the shield, the Guardian, they're all levitating there, acting independently.
Okay. I'm going to go over and stay at the edge of my range and boop the Sultan on the head.
Boop him on the head. Your range
Painfully.
is further than 10 feet?
No, 10 feet is my range, but you said he was in front of the Guardian.
Yes. The Guardian's range is 10 feet as well.
Okay. So I can get within 15 foot of the Guardian and hit the Sultan, right? Or am I not seeing
Maybe
this
I'm
right?
not, again, I don't have any visuals. He's standing directly in front of it, like right in front of it.
Ah, fuck it.
I need visuals.
Like this thing is going nut to butt in the salt. And Michelle's standing right next to him with a heart.
Okay.
You're welcome.
I'll sink the halberd in the ground and summon the sword. Wade right into it with you.
Okay, give me a dexterity save, man.
Come on, something good.
Yeah, because that shit's gonna hurt.
Does the 17 save?
17 does save. Take
Nice.
20 damage.
Okay.
As the holy shield bashes you across the side of the head, you feel fire coursing through your skin, something you're familiar with. But it does jar you in the direction of the Sultan.
As a reaction, I cast Absorb Element or whatever. So, is it all fire damage or?
It's not fire, it's radiant.
I would hope it wasn't fire because you're immune to fire.
Well, never mind. If it was radiant, it wouldn't be my reaction because it's only the elements. So, radiant isn't counted in the elements for that.
Yeah.
Never mind. So I just took the full 20. All right. Going to swing at the Sultan. So 14, 23 for the first hit,
That's a hit.
and then 24 for the second.
Also a hit.
And let me grab some. So 16 damage on the first swing. And I can reroll that. And then 14 damage on the second. So 30 altogether.
Two harsh and heavy swings fall across the Sultan. The first, he tries to parry, but it slides up the blade and manages to slice along the other side of his face, giving him an almost identical scar. He raises his arm to block the second blow, and you take it off.
Jesus Christ.
He collapses to his knees, unable to continue.
So did he lose his head?
He took his arm off. He's just kind of kneeling there, blood spurting out of his shoulder,
Oh,
staring
okay,
at
so
the
I took
ground.
the whole arm.
Yeah,
I didn't bait her this bitch.
no. He raised his blade up, and you went, took the whole thing off.
Is the guardian still standing or floating?
The Guardian fades.
Oh,
He's left bleeding there, staring at the ground. He mumbles, I led this country the way I was taught to. Everything was fine. People respected us. You're dooming us all. And in an instant, Brewer shoves through the two of you and slices his head off in one motion.
that works.
I mean, that was excessive.
No survivors from this family, not one.
Yeah, I think the fire might have settled that.
I mean, I hope that doesn't count bait.
She's the exception.
All right.
Now, I think it's time we take to the streets and see what's happened.
I'm gonna investigate that sword.
Brewer grabs the head by the hair and begins to carry it away.
Can I take the sword with me?
I mean, I really like.
I don't care.
Cool, and I
Marches out, the sunlight cascading around his body, making him nothing but a silhouette as he fades into the distance.
I pick up the sword and I take it with me.
Yeah, I'm going to go collect my helmet, put it back on, and summon my halberd back to me. So I'm walking with the halberd in one hand and the sword on my shoulder.
It's like 5 feet away. You can't even go bend over and pick it up.
I have magic.
He might hurt himself again.
If you have magic, would you do anything the normal way, or would you do it the
Well,
magic way?
It's an interesting concept. In this game, magic fatigues you. So, I imagine it's just about the same.
Yeah, but this is I can do this at will.
Okay. Anyway, you can still hear chaos and war in the streets, blades clanging, people screaming and scurrying in the distance. You don't know what's going on out there, but something's happening.
I'm gonna follow Brewer. He's got a plan.
I've been
Yeah.
following Brewer.
Michelle was left like just sitting alone there in the throne room for a bit, like completely confused of was to this crazy bitch just grabbed the one shiny thing he got. And then everybody just straight up like Superman walked out.
You can see in the distance fire all over the place. People are screaming and running. There's piles of bodies in the streets. You see Dave out in the center swinging that giant gleaming sword in a heavy arc. For a moment, a troop of guards begins to approach from the side, and he holds up what looks like a serpent in his hand. He throws it towards them, and in an instant it transforms into a rhinoceros and smashes through the group of them, killing them all almost instantly. You see wizards here and there casting spells, keeping all of the town's guards at bay. They're unable to do anything against their magic. You see arrows going towards the casters and just deflecting off of their barriers. It looks like the town was not prepared for something like this. Brewer marches down the stairs, head in hand, just silent. He reaches the bottom and kind of just grabs a wizard by his shoulder and he says something. You don't know, they're too far away. And then, poof, All the court wizards are gone. Everyone in the town is left just staring at the chaos. There beside Brewer appears Lolliot, or at least an image of Lolliot. They discuss a few words as your group approaches. You can overhear. I'm not sure if that's the way to do this, but so that's what you want to do. Brewer, still no helmet, goes to the bottom of the stairs and raises the head of the Sultan high, lets out a loud roar, and everyone, everywhere, begins to turn. People are starting to grab each other just to draw attention to the spectacle that's taking place. The Sultan has died. And almost instantly, the town guard falters. They know that their entire rule has collapsed. There's silence for a moment. You begin to hear a voice echoing from above. Lolliot's voice, though much grander and louder, across the entire town. The Sultan has been slain. All residents of Ryuf are to return to their homes immediately. Those who do not comply will die. He just kind of turns and walks towards the group of you. How'd it go?
Obviously, it went well. But don't you think about killing all of them if they don't comply is a bit much?
We need to clear the streets and take care of this. It's a catastrophe.
Beautiful chaos.
There's piles of guards in the streets. People have had their families murdered here. Sometimes the price you pay for peace, I guess, but if anything else, that's a clear message. She has a right to the throne now.
Has anybody actually yelled that she's got a right to the throne other than the people we just?
No.
Because
We need to
dead
calm
bodies
the
don't
situation.
really.
We need to calm the situation. We need to get everyone back. We need everyone acting in an orderly manner. We can have guards trying to kill each other and this barbarian trying to kill guards in the streets while we're trying to sort out diplomacy. Situation needs to cool off a little.
You
I'll be
think you
having
can
the
just
wizards
shut
come
down the
back.
barbarian?
Shut him down?
Like, do the thing that Rosaline did to me and just put him to sleep.
I could, but it's not very fair. He's done his part.
He's still
Right.
causing. You just said he was still causing chaos. It's one way to stop.
Oh, no, I mean, reiterate. When the godly voice happened, everyone stopped.
Oh, even retarded Dave.
Yeah. Point is, we don't want any more bloodshed. We have to sort this out. There's a way of going about this. We need to get whoever's left that was in charge back up there to talk through what we're going to do and then announce it to the town.
Well,
There'll be some time.
I look at Sirris and Michelle and Rosalind and just go, do we want to be here or do we want to go back to Heathcliff?
I want that sword.
We owe it to these people to at least stay until this is all sorted out. Or at least until the situation is calmed.
Very good. I've called off my wizards for now. We'll see if they retreat. If they don't, well, this situation is a little out of hand. Lyle and the Grey Guards are waiting by.
Is our people here?
They're somewhere out there. I recommend you get back to the princess. Make sure everything's good there. Give us some time. I'll contact you, and then we'll have a meeting.
Sound advice.
Make haste. Don't ruffle any feathers. As if you could do any worse.
I think I've ruffled enough feathers.
Okay.
Right.
And
Move.
that's where we are going to be ending our campaign. So, thanks for joining, guys. Until next time.